Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a cool little kit I want to show you here that I got from a friend, Mike Keogh. Sent me this a little while back. He said, I'd mentioned that I'm a Volkswagen enthusiast, love Volkswagens, have always loved them, grew up with them. And he said, I've got something for you. And this showed up in the mail, and I was stoked when I saw this thing because this is so cool. It's a Gunze Sangyo 1956 oval VW Beetle, 1/24 scale, and just too cool. And I like to say, when I saw this, I was like, oh man. Now this isn't like one of those metal, not one of those metal kits. Let's see, this is 1992. This one is all plastic. It's a curbside. Oh look, $15. I wonder where that came from. Did you buy this new, Mike? Anyway, Mike is the guy who designed my t-shirts for my spring store. He reached out to me and offered, and man, he did a great job. And by the way, Mike, you just keep designing, brother. Those things are awesome, and I love it so much. He has a very creative mind. You can tell by his designs on my t-shirts and all those things that he did design, and I'm so appreciative of that. But I'm gonna open this up. It's a simple kit, not very many parts. Mike or someone, I don't know if Mike painted it or not, but it had a paint job on it, and I stripped it. And I used for the stripper this Scale Coat 2 wash away paint. This is the best paint stripper I have ever used in my entire life. But I stripped the paint on it. Okay, so the wheels or the rims are painted, so they're a little bit of a yellow color, and I went ahead and stripped. You can't really tell on camera, but if you put it upside down, you can tell that there's a difference in color. So I stripped that and got the paint off of it. And so it's kind of back to its original. There's still some signs of color, but it's back to its original for the most part, plastic. But check it out, little oval. So we had an oval. We had a 1955 when I was a kid. We got it. We never did anything with it. My dad eventually ended up selling it or trading it or something like that. I had a 1958 that I kept forever, and we moved up to Tennessee. I moved it with us, and man, I had so much stuff when I moved, so much junk. My wife was like, why do you have all this? But they're like a part of your life. So a Volkswagen Beetle, I don't know, they become a part of your life. And I ended up having to sell that thing up there in Tennessee. Not have to, but I ended up selling it. But this kit, this little car, is going to be so fun to build. But they stopped building the oval, and 1958 was the first year of the rectangle rear glass. 1958 was. So 57 was the last year of the oval, and I think 55 or 54, 55 was the first year of the oval. Before that, it was split rear window. So those, if you ever see a split, I don't know if I've ever seen a split rear window Volkswagen in person. But this one has a lot of character on the older model Volkswagens. Most people think they all look the same from 1936 when the first one was made up into 2006, I believe, when the last one was made down in Mexico. Some people think they just all look the same. They don't. They have a lot of differences. The shapes of the front fenders. This old style has a more of a flare here on the fender. The newer ones have more of a round. They even had a Super Beetle that had a curved windshield. It was a longer front end. I think it was 3 or 4 inches longer. Had a rounded, a shorter hood, and it had rounded. There's so many differences when you learn Volkswagens. You see those things, they're so obvious. But this one, these windows are smaller. All the windows are smaller. The front glass was smaller, and especially the rear. And the taillights are the really small taillights that you couldn't even see in the daylight, because these were 6-volt cars, and they didn't have very bright lights at all. But this is a really cool little kit. Can't wait again to get with it. Someone, I don't know if it was Mike or not, but had already done some interior painting, which looks good, but one of the seats was off of it. But these kits are super detailed, and that they, like, even the slides and all on the seats, they just look right. It just looks right. The little gear shifter, even got the bolts on the gear shifter. I mean, it's a really detailed kit. There's the little passenger seat needs to be put back in there. The wheels with their 5 lugs, you know, looks great. The front beam right here. It's got the chrome parts. I think these are European bumpers. But they had the overrider bumpers on the older ones. I don't know if 55 or 57 56 rather, this is a 56, would have had the overriders, but I think these are European style bumpers. Look at the little hubcaps, how cool and how detailed. These kits are really nice. There's your awesome little headlight buckets. So cool. Door handles and everything right there. And again, it's a curbside, so it doesn't have an engine, so you have the rear suspension with the bottom of the engine, which this has also been painted. You can see where he grabbed onto it, or someone grabbed onto it with a clamp there to paint it. So it's got a coat of black, flat black on it, which looks just fine. Here is, this looks like it would cover the beam, so this would go under here, and it would go over the top of the front suspension, and it would cover inside here, I believe is what that is. Oh, these are rubber. Okay, so the inner door panels, check this out, they're rubber. So there's 2 of the tires, that 2 of them are off. It's got this actually looks like a rubber window seal. That's something else. And this stuff is the same material as the tires. That's pretty cool. And then the glass is here. So you have your little oval rear glass, your front glass, your look how small the rear blinkers are. If I can get it to focus right there, and you'd paint those red headlights. And it's got 1 piece of glass to cover both side windows, so it goes in there and covers both side windows. A few little decals, instrument panel, and a few other little decals. But just a neat little kit. There's some other the hubcaps and stuff in here, but just a cool little kit. And again, I want to thank Mike Keogh for sending me this, brother. When I saw this, I was like, man, that's special, because I've got 2 VW Beetles right now. They're just outside the door here, and my goal is to eventually one day to get them restored. They're complete. I have all the parts for them. They are not complete, like put together right now, because they're totally disassembled. But my goal and intentions are to, and everyone that's got an old vehicle, right, it's like, oh yeah, you want to sell that? Nah, man, I'm gonna fix that thing up one day, and it sits there and completely rots. But my intentions are to do that. I have both engines are right under my feet. Right there's one of them, and I've got they're not old Volkswagens. One's a 70 and one's a 72. I believe the other is a 72. But my intentions are to get them going. Mike, thanks buddy for sending me this. I really appreciate it. Thank everyone for watching this video. Let me know, how many of these Gunze kits do you guys have? Have you ever built this one? And I can already tell you, it's a cool little kit. It's not hard to see that there is a great quality. The kit is a great quality, and it's going to be fun, and it's going to look good sitting on the shelf. I got a line ahead of it that I'm going to build, but I'm going to get to it. And again, Mike, thanks a lot, bud. So hey guys, if you hadn't already subscribed, I appreciate it if you'd go down and hit that subscription button right down there. like this video if you don't mind. Let me know again, have you done this kit? Have you built many Gunze? I've got a couple now. Got the Jaguar, the 250 Ferrari, and now this Volkswagen kit. Haven't touched any of them, so let me know, are these Gunze kits great to build? I'm assuming that they are. Don't forget also, guys, if you haven't gone to Hobby Nut Models, go check out hobbynutmodels.com, linked in the description below. Go check out Mark's inventory of MCW, Tamiya paints, anything you can imagine for in the modeling hobby, kits, armor, planes, automotive, just anything you can imagine. Go check out hobbynutmodels.com. It's linked in the description below, as well as, hey, go check out the guy, Mike, that sent me this, designed my t-shirts. Go to the Spring Store, linked in the description below, and check out, at least go look at them. And while you're there, you might as well just buy one. Get yourself a t-shirt or a coffee mug or a sticker, and check that stuff out. Patreon members, thanks so much for your support. If you're not a Patreon member, I would appreciate if you go down and just check it out. $5 a month gets you. We do live streams where we all get on there until it just gets too big, and I don't know what we're going to do then. But we get on and we have a live stream, and we just sit on there for hours and talk about model cars, and it is so much fun. And I encourage you, if you haven't already become a Patreon member, go check that out and consider joining. But anyway, guys, I'm done with this video. Thanks for watching the 56 VW Oval unboxing by Gunze. You guys take care. We'll see you later. Bye.